So Florence, y'all, she is in the studio, honey, okay, with Benjamin, okay, girl. She's in the studio with Benjamin, and she's feeling some type of way, okay, because her man out here cheating, and she like, look, two can play that game, boo. So I'm like, oh, shit, they already showed it in the commercial, and she was like grinding on the nigga and everything. I'm like, oh, shit, come the pot. So she in the motherfucker, and he like, yeah, this is a good song. This is what you can do. You know, this is a song like how you be out with your girlfriends and y'all just out having a nice time and everything. And she like, nah, I want to keep it nasty, okay? My girls ain't here, okay? And she look at him dead in his eyes. I'm like, oh, shit, honey. Okay, she is throwing the pussy. Okay, at this point. So they get in the studio and he all in the back of her grinding. His hand is all on the top of her ass. I'm like, oh my God, bitch, you was married. And then, honey, I looked to the side and he got a motherfucking ring on his stuff. I told my husband, I said, oh my God, this nigga is married, and on top of that on TV. Hey everybody, it's your girl Sassy Shantice. I'm coming back with another video. Yes, honey, back with another one, girl. Okay, y'all, let's get into this episode full of Love and Hip Hop Bang. But y'all, let's get to the elephant in the room. Yes, I did not review episode 3. Okay, y'all, I had a really bad hardship in my life. My father landed in the ICU. So he was in an induced coma. And yeah, I just was not feeling coming on here and kicking the bubble with y'all. You feel me? Like I was upset, I was nervous, I was afraid. He's okay now, you know, but at the time, no, it just wasn't the time to come on here, kiki with y'all. And so my spirits wasn't up, you know, so I wasn't feeling it. But yes, y'all, he's back and he's doing much better, okay? He is not all the way recovered. You know, he's coming around, but he's much better. Okay, let's just put it like that. You know, I talked to him yesterday. His words are kind of slurred, but he's coming around day by day. You know, the medication was a lot for him. So he is doing much better, and he's going to be 100% in a little while. You know what I mean? So yeah, your girl father was down for a minute, and yeah, I was down for a minute. Okay, y'all. But your girl, she's back with the jump off, honey. Okay, girl. So let's get into this episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami, episode 4, honey. Okay, girl. So the episode starts off with Florence. Florence and her sister Gaelle. So Gaelle is telling her, you know, she basically tells her sister, you know, I know that he fucked my girlfriend. You know, so that's what happened. Yeah, he fucked my girl. Okay, honey, and you need to watch him. And she's like, okay, why you ain't tell me this before? Florence is like, why you ain't tell me this before? Like, this is her, I think, y'all, biological sister. I'm not sure. But they didn't say that she wasn't. They just said she's her sister. But, yeah, she's asking her, well, why you ain't tell me, you know, before? And so Gaelle was just like, you know, I'm tired of keeping it a secret. Girl, he paid me. Like, what? She was like, hold on. He paid you? And she was like, yeah, he paid me, you know, not to tell you. And I'm just thinking to myself, y'all, what type of sister would take money from her sister's husband so that the sister doesn't know that he cheated? Like, this is really, really fucked up. I thought they was playing, you know what I'm saying? And I really thought that this was edited and they, like, made this story up or something. But when Florence was like, you know what, hold on, give me a minute. And she walked back to the boxes, you know, of her store. I was just like, dang, like, she really started breaking down, crying because she was really, really upset. And I just can't even imagine, you know, one, you find out that your husband is fucking somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, you find out that your sister knows about it. Okay, girl. And then third of all, you find out that this bitch took money from him, some hush money, so that you don't find out. Like, betrayal on both ends. Like, she was supposed to be the bitch. You ran to and be like, bitch, this motherfucker cheated on me. Like, what the fuck? Like, you knew it, kept a secret, and took money. And so the producers are asking Gaelle, her sister, in the confessional, you know, why did you take money from him and, you know, just kept the cheating from your sister? How could you do that? She was like, look, I was going to tell my sister anyway, regardless, either or. So I might as well get some money for it. Okay, girl, what? Like, crud bowl. Okay, first of all, honey, let's talk about the fact that you can be brought. Like, you let this nigga know that you can be brought and your loyalty is not with your sister. That's what you let him know, okay? Off the break. You know, people do some fucked up shit for some money, but that's kind of low down and, you know, on the lines of fucking, I mean, I don't know, because when she did that, when people do shicey shit like that, I was just wondering in my head, like, bitch, what else would you take from him? Would you take the dick? Because obviously you basically go for anything. And I just couldn't understand how somebody could actually take money and not tell the sister that he was cheating. Like, just kind of crazy to me. Florence was really, really hurt, y'all. You know, there's no justification for that. And I really, you know, I don't know what to say. Like, I was shocked. Then what about treating your sister like you got some type of loyalty? Like, she not never gonna be able to trust you again, but you trifling. Like, how you ain't tell her that her husband was cheating on her? Like, this is serious. This is not a boyfriend. This is not no type of love or nothing. This is her husband, and you knew it. And then when she was up there crying, when Florence was crying, guy yelled, her sister gonna say, oh, see, that's why I didn't want to tell you, because she was gonna get upset. Bitch, I'm gonna get upset anyway, so what the fuck? Sooner or later, like, what the hell? It just didn't make sense. Like, Gaelle is cruddy and trifling. And her cousin, I'm gonna tell y'all, we're gonna talk about that later, what her cousin said about it. So now I guess Florence feel like she gotta look for the motherfucker Marlon, her husband. So she like, okay, let me just go. So she go to that restaurant that they own together, and he's not there. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh my God. Like, she is really out looking for her husband, honey. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, she is really out looking for her goddamn husband. I guess bitches do that, but I'm just like, damn, that is fucked up that you gotta do that. Like, I ain't looking for no motherfucker body. If you ain't in the house at the time you supposed to be in the house, bitch, we want some problems, honey. You hear me? So yeah, that's not cute. Like, I thought that was kind of Anyway, moving on. So anyway, she at the restaurant. So she asked Christian, y'all, the restaurant's manager, okay, honey, to call him. Obviously, he's not asking for her. You know what I'm saying? Because I know them little games when I was younger. You try and get somebody on the phone, they won't answer. So you ask somebody to call from their phone. So that's what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? But I guess they edited that out, you know, but we already know, girl, you being pressed and needy. So yeah, girl. Okay. So Christian calls him, and Christian on the phone like somebody mother, not even fucking worried that she gonna lose her job, get in trouble or nothing. Like, Marlon, you dumb as shit. You wanna know why? Because you paid the other girl, what's her name? Gaelle, her sister, but you forgot to pay Christian. You feel me? You should have paid Christian and everybody else at the same time for to be coming up. See, that's why niggas are dumb. Because at the end of the day, a bitch would have had this shit laid the fuck out. Everybody would have knew what she was supposed to be doing, where she was supposed to be at, and everything, just so she wouldn't get caught. And like, you did too much. Like, you should have paid Christian. You should have already paid her to tell her, look, if Florence called, I am not here. Or if Florence called, you already know that I just left. I came in, I moved some shit around. I was trying to figure out stuff. I left. You know, just mix it up a little bit. You know, do what you do and try to make sure that you cover, you know, my bases for what, you know, is going down. Make sure that my wife does not know. Like, you could have did it. You told her sister, but you ain't tell Christian. Like, it just didn't make sense. She dumb. Bitches would have already had this shit figured out, girl. Okay, not that I would do anything like that, but I'm smarter than that to know that you supposed to have all your fucking bases covered if you gonna do some cheating shit. Like, that's just stupid. So she go back to the house and he's there. You know, he had all these excuses. Talking about he was on his motorcycle, it was raining, he was hungry, so he came in the house. Like, all this shit that he was trying to say, and it was just like, didn't make sense. I couldn't even really like piece the shit together. So yeah, anyway, so he met her back at the house and, you know, they were there. And so they talking and everything, and she just like, look, Gaelle, my cousin, told me about, you know, you messing around with one of her friends. And he was like, what? Looking all guilty, stuck, stupid, looking dumb. Like, couldn't even say shit. You know, but on top of that, y'all, he actually hung his head. That's how dumb he looked, you know? And he just looked up at her and was like, you know, you believe that? You believe something Gaelle say? Like, she don't have no motherfucking credit. That's what he thinking you, Gaelle. You don't hold no motherfucking way, no credit around you. She not gonna believe shit you say. I paid you and you dumb and you can be bored. Like, I know he think all that shit about her because she's a trash ass bitch. I can tell. And you know what he had the nerve to tell her, y'all? That's what somebody says you have no proof. Bitch, what the fuck you mean? I don't have no proof. Oh my God, girl, you better get that ass the fuck out of your face. Lying to you like that, girl. Girl, hell no, you better do something about that ass. Girl, he is not only cheating, but gonna fucking disrespect you in your face and tell you basically, oh yeah, you don't have any proof. So bitch, prove it. Okay, where? I ain't do shit. Let me see, where the receipts? That's what he said to you, bitch, after your sister already told you what the fuck he was doing, girl. Yeah, he a old hot ass mess, girl. Okay, you need to get rid of that ass. He's a whole mess. So y'all, Sukiyana, okay, honey? She's in her hood, okay? And she's talking to her little girlfriends about the stuff that went on because just recently, she had got arrested and she went down fighting some girl. She got arrested, thrown in jail, was fighting some girl because the girl was talking about her kids. So yeah, that went on and she went on and got arrested. So she's standing there talking to her friends and they, you know, kicking a bobo, whatever. And the girl was like, yeah, it ain't over. And Sukiyana was like, yeah, it ain't over. And he was like, yes, it is. One of her girls was like, no, it's not. And then Kill Bill was like, yes, it is. she's done. That's over. The fight is over. She got other stuff to do. He was like, fuck all that fighting shit, okay? We got other shit to do. We ain't here for that. We got other stuff to do, honey. Bye-bye, birds. Bye-bye, hoes. Bye-bye, tricks. He ain't having that shit. And I fuck with Kill Bill. Kill Bill, whatever your name is. Bill, Kill Bill. Yeah, okay, girl. Yeah, I like him, Suki. And I thought that, you know, he was trying to, you know, get your bag or whatever. He probably, you know, still want a piece of it and trying to hold on, you know, and do want some parts of it because he did help out a little bit. I mean, at the end, I guess. I don't know. That's what I heard. But at the end of the day, you know, I thought that was good advice for her, especially with, you know, where she comes from and where he comes from, where fighting is like some type of badge of honor, you know. And I just thought that at the end of the day, that's what she needs, you know. And a lot of times we listen to our man, and she needs to listen to him because she damn sure ain't listening to her mother. So then they get out to some type of jewelry store and they talking or whatever. She like, the guy's asking her about diamonds or whatever, and she like, oh, I got a lot of them. Okay, Suki said she already got a lot of diamonds. No, I don't need those because they in the jewelry store. So Kill Bill is like, look, when you gonna talk to your mother about it? You can't keep running, you gotta talk to your mother. And she was like, well, I don't really feel like talking to her. You know, she gets on my nerves, she wanna be annoying and all that. So she talked to her mother. And, you know, just like she was saying, her mother, it wasn't that bad when she talked to her mother. She was afraid her mother was going to come down on her about, you know, getting locked up for fighting. But she didn't. She was just like, look, basically pick your battles. You know, that's what her mother was telling her. And Sukihana was saying how she was going, her mugshot, she was going to make pictures out of it. Her mother thought that that would be a good idea. And so Sukihana was also saying how her grand opening for her store is coming up. You know, so that's going to be really, really interesting. And I cannot wait to see that. Her and her cousin, I forgot what his name is, but her cousin is, like she said, more hood than him. So he's going to be there, and I'm really excited. She said all of her Hollywood famous friends are going to be there. But I was glad that she has that type of relationship with her mother. You know, they seem like they the same person, but then again, they're not. Like, they have a, you know, interesting dynamic, and I really like watching them. So, y'all, Amada is back in Miami, okay, y'all, and I'm so fucking glad for her, okay? Yes, for now, she's dropped that 0, okay, honey? She says she's putting the relationship on hold for now, and she's going to continue with her career, you know? But she did say that she's going to still do the real estate from Miami. So that's good. I'm glad she came up with that with her mom, and I'm glad her mom was able to persuade her. Y'all, I did not get to review last week, but y'all already know I was gonna go in and let have to that yellow motherfucker who ain't shit, and that's Amada's boyfriend. Did y'all see, honey, how he was like, she was like, are you gonna call? It was a whole bunch of shit, you know, that went on in that little scene with her and her boyfriend. You know, but at the end of the day, when Amada was like, are you going to drive me to the airport? Can you drive me to the airport? And he was like, no, basically, take a Uber. And he like kind of like stepped off, bitch. Oh my God. Like, where do these women get off letting these men disrespect them like that? I just don't understand. Like, girl, get it together. It's not that fucking serious. You have to demand respect. You have to want respect. As soon as you see that motherfucker get out of line and act disrespectful or the slightest shit, I'm telling y'all, the slight, and it's real quick. I'm 44 years old, so I'm able to recognize it right now in my life, you know, and then I don't have like a lot of disrespect because I'm married. But the older you get, the quicker you'll know when you can feel just when something wasn't right. Like, it'd be that slightest shit that a motherfucker say, you bitch, that was, you ain't even have to say all that, or it'll just be something to make you feel a certain way. That shit is how you feel, and that shit is what you should go on. It's wrong. As soon as you, don't try to like dismantle it, try to discredit. Oh no, it wasn't like that. He ain't mean. Oh yeah, yes he fucking did. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna say shit they don't mean. They said it off the top of their dome and they mean it. So I just take people's words for what it is because I'm 44 now, and now I know people have a lot to learn as we grow. But at the same time, when somebody says something out their mouth and it makes you feel a certain type of way, or you just look at yourself a certain type of way, or anything bothersome, you know, take it and run with it because it's probably true. So David, okay, y'all, that's Amada's dad, and he lives with her because he had cancer, and she paid for his treatments and stuff. So she's just making sure that, you know, her father's okay. And it just so happened that her mother lives there too, and they're divorced. Okay, honey. So it's a long story about that. Yeah, we're gonna get into that, but it's just a lot. So Amada said that he left when she was 2, and then he didn't come back around until she was basically an adult. And we saw that in the last season when he came to one of her little performances or something, and he like just walked up to her, and you know, they were talking, and she knew he was coming, but it was still a shock to see him because she actually thought he wasn't gonna show. But he showed, and you know, they had their words and everything. She was asking him, why did he leave and stuff like that. And he just had some old bullshit and excuse. I don't really remember what it was, but yeah, he came to that. That was the first time that she had seen him since she was 2. So I was just like, that's really, really crappy. So they're back in the scene, you know, at Amada's house, and they're walking, and they're just walking and talking. She's walking and talking with her father, and she's saying how everybody had their father, and she just never had a father and really wanted a father and a daddy, you know, and it just really made it bad for her in relationships because she felt like everybody kept leaving her in relationships, or she chose the wrong relationship to be in because she was looking for love. Basically, a female needing love from a man that she didn't get from her father, you know, the tale of a lot of people's lives. So the mother says he disappeared for 5 years, you know, and yeah, he moved to Puerto Rico and he just disappeared and, you know, didn't call or anything else or send any money or just anything. And he actually started messing with other women. And so the father's like, you know, that's just not true. You know, I was there, you know, for you in your childhood. I sent money. And she said she believed the mother because, you know, one time she asked him for some school supplies and it took him like months to even bring that. You know, and I'm just like, damn, school probably was over or something by the time you got it. Months. Kids don't even go to school for like months. Like, how could you wait that long to give somebody some school supplies? Like, that was cruddy. And then not to even like admit it. Like, I hate when people do that. Bad parents. Like, be bad parents and then you know the fucked up shit that you didn't do or did, and then you got the audacity to fucking sit there and lie, talking about, I ain't do that, that wasn't me, all this dumb shit. Just admitted that you did and you was cruddy and trifling. So Nori and Ray J go to Trick Daddy's house. So Trick is about to be showing them how to cook some garlic parmesan chicken, you know, and he is like really tearing the kitchen up with this shit. Like, he is cooking his ass off, and I cannot wait to go to his restaurant to taste his food, y'all, because that chicken at the end of this little part was looking really, really tasty. And I'm telling you, I was hungry, but I wasn't that hungry, girl. But it looked like it had a nice little crisp on the chicken. You feel me? So yeah, I really want to go to his restaurant. And I'm just planning, I think I'm a plan to go there because I keep saying it, but I'm have to plan to go to Miami to go to his restaurant. So yeah. So Trick Daddy asks Ray J, you know, what you and Princess doing out here? And he like, look, you know, we was in the middle of a divorce, and, you know, we came out to Miami for my birthday, and, you know, we had a really nice time. You know, we just didn't want to leave. We got a place out here. And I was just like, oh, okay, that sounds good for the cameras, Ray J. But you know what? You knew Miami was about to record, right? You know y'all was about to tape. Y'all, it seemed like Ray J be trying to be up in all of these reality shows. That's what the fuck it looks like. Like, he be on every reality show. I don't mind, you know what I mean? Love Ray J to death. Like, him and Princess, I can watch them over and over again. It doesn't matter to me. Like, I love their love story. It's the love-hate relationship, all that shit. They're both really, really cute. They look nice together. I love their clothes, you know, to look at the fashions and everything with them. But at the end of the day, I see where you going. You always want to be on TV, Ray J. That's the way it looks. And that's cool, girl. You know, he going to tell the last episode, he going to say, the producer was like, so why are you here in Miami? And he was like, you know what? I'm bi-coastal. I said, oh, okay. Bi-coastal. You everywhere. That's what you are. Bi-coastal, my ass. So then Ray J starts to ask Trick Daddy, what's up with him and Joy? Okay, honey? And I'm just like, yeah, I gotta hear this because Trick is always acting like Joy just want him. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that he want her. And I really don't know if Joy want him or not. For me, I think that she does it because what is the reason why you haven't gone to sign the divorce papers, girl? I don't understand. Like, that's not hard to do. And if you really want to cut ties with somebody, just sign the papers. I don't understand why it's so hard. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know, everybody got their day going on, certain things happen and everything. You know, everybody has their reasons, but for some reason, and then because Trina had a surprise birthday party for Joy, and when she found, she was like, oh, Trick Daddy here. Like, damn, bitch, why you had to say his whole motherfucking name? I was like, oh, okay, girl. Like, and the way she said it, and then she was all we'll talk about that, y'all, in a little bit, because that's not what I got right now. But I was just like, I don't know. I'm kind of curious about Joy and her wanting Trick Daddy. I don't know. A little part of me feel like she do, you know? And I know that little, we gonna moving on, okay? So Trick tells Ray J, you know, like I said, that Trina is throwing Joy a party for her birthday, your surprise party for her birthday. And so they both asked him, Nori and Ray J asked him, you know, are you gonna go? And he like, you know, I don't really know. I don't really fool with her boyfriend like that because she got a boyfriend. I don't really fool with him like that. And he funny looking anyway. Bitch, I don't know what I am. Okay, girl? Because why is she talking about somebody funny looking? Girl, I said, is he? Okay, let me shut up because I don't be trying to go in on people because people are born certain ways. But if you know you unattractive, don't be talking about how somebody else is unattractive because that's just more spotlight on you, boo. Like, why would you even bring that shit up when you look like a whole motherfucking Flavor Flav? Like, are you fucking serious? I was just like, Trick, shut up. Don't say dumb shit out your mouth. Okay, girl, just leave the shit alone. Cause then when I saw that nigga, her boyfriend, he wasn't all that bad. Like, he wasn't no look, he wasn't nobody that I would fuck with, you know, even if I wasn't married. But yeah, he just wasn't all that. But he damn sure wasn't the ugliest Trick. So shit, Trick, why you go there? Girl. So Florence and Jackie, Florence's cousin, are in her little beauty bar. That's what it's called. She getting her beauty bar made up. You know, she gonna have a grand opening soon, Florence. And so she's telling Jackie, her cousin, that Marlon cheated. You know what I'm saying? And Jackie, she just saying, I'm like, damn, this bitch ain't even giving no whole bunch of, like, for real, girl, what? Are you fucking serious? She wasn't shocked at all, girl. She was like, I was like, ooh, this is not the first. This is not the second. Okay, honey, and this is not the motherfucking third. I don't know how many times Marlon cheated on her, but this bitch was not shocked. She was like, I said, girl. And so Florence started asking her cousin, you know, do you think it's me? Do you think it's I'm the reason why he's cheating? And I'm just so wrapped up in my business and my work that, you know, I'm not spending enough time. Girl, Jackie was like, and she was smooth as shit, y'all. She was like, what? She was like, you know what, don't get upset over him like that. It is not you. And basically telling her, look, before you started getting into all your dancing stuff and getting your beauty bar and, you know, being all hot on Instagram and Facebook and all this stuff, she was like, you know, he had you under control. You were all his. Now, you're all over the place. You have your businesses going and he feel like he doesn't have control of you. And also, he doesn't spend a lot of time with you. So therein lies the problem. So he has to go and get somebody else. That's what it is. It is not you, boo, okay? And I said, I know that's right. That's what a friend is supposed to do. And she already know, too, probably, that this nigga is a ho-ho. I already know that. I saw that because when he was at that, y'all, the first episode, when she had to be like, when they was all sitting at the bar, and she had to be like, Marlon, you know, ask him, what is he doing? And he over there, the bitch phone out and shit. He all looking like he was trying to push up on her. And the girl had to be like, oh no, this is just, I was showing him something about a bar. Because she was like, yeah. And Marlon can be a little too friendly at times. Bitch, did you say that about your husband? He can be a little too friendly at times? So then Jackie tells her, look, you can't trust your sister, honey, okay? Sister's manipulative and sneaky and secretive. You can't trust her. And I know she know more than she be telling me because she don't be telling me everything about Molly because she know I'm going to come and tell you. I said, ooh, girl, that is too much. Like, how much is this nigga doing? Girl, I told you, he probably a ho-ho. You hear me? A ho-ho. And then on top of that, is your sister fucking him? Because that's just way too much. Like, everybody know a little bit too much. And I just think that it's a lot of stuff going on that this girl don't know about. And that's really bad. Like, I hope everybody using protection. That's all I got to say. So now she's mad, okay? Florence is mad and she feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? And I don't blame her. So Florence, y'all, she is in the studio, honey, okay? With Benjamin, okay, girl? She's in the studio with Benjamin and she's feeling some type of way, okay? Because her man out here cheating and she like, look, two can play that game, boo. So I'm like, oh, shit. They already showed it in the commercial. And she was like grinding on the nigga and everything. I'm like, oh, shit, come the pot. So she and the motherfucker, and he like, yeah, you know, they vibing to the song and stuff. They vibing to the song. Yeah, this is a good song. This is what you can do. You know, this is a song like how you be out with your girlfriends and y'all just out having a nice time and everything. And she like, nah, I want to keep it nasty, okay? My girls ain't here, okay? And she look at him dead in his eyes. I'm like, oh, shit, honey. Okay, she is throwing the pussy. Okay, at this point. So she like, yeah, the girls ain't here, okay? And it's all about me and you. Yeah, I want this to be nasty. You know, and he like, oh, okay, well, let's just go in the studio then, you know, and bop to it. So they get in the studio and she starts, you know, laying her hook down and everything. And he all in the back of her grinding. His hand is all on the top of her ass. I'm like, oh, my God, bitch, you was married. And then, honey, okay, girl, I looked to the side and he got a motherfucking ring on his stuff. I told my husband, I said, oh my God, this nigga is married. And on top of that, on TV, are you really grinding on the bit? Is your wife gonna be okay with this? I mean, I know she know you making your coins and everything, and you doing everything you gotta do up on this reality shit. But at the same time, how the fuck you gonna be grinding on some other bitch all up on TV? I mean, like, everybody's gonna see this girl, okay, honey? Not only that, your wife is gonna take the heat for you grinding up on some other bitch's ass. Like, who is doing this? And then on top of that, she is really like letting her guard down, letting this nigga grind all over her. And they just like all like spooning and shit. Just like, really, I'm just like to myself, y'all doing too motherfucking much. And if it was me, I would not give all that. I don't give a fuck if somebody did something to me on that, bitch. I'm not doing all that. I don't gotta be putting my ass all out there and grinding all up on a nigga because I feel lost and like a nigga don't want me because he cheated. Like, that's crazy. Girl, you better go sit down some motherfucking way and kick his ass to the side because that's some bullshit. Letting go of yourself like that is not that fucking serious. You need to act like a damn grown woman and get it together. Because that's not going to help anything. You know, helping nothing just going around letting the motherfucker grind on you and doing and being all with this world. Girl, get yourself together. It's not that fucking serious. You know, be a lady. Okay, honey? Be a lady. Go home. Talk to that motherfucker. Let his ass know, look, you need to get out. That's what the fuck need to happen. But taking somebody else and grinding them all like that, doing what you gotta do, you're playing all that, the same thing he doing, I'ma do that. We not doing that, okay, y'all? We not doing that over here in these parts because we're a lady, okay, girl? And ladies don't get down like that. So, yeah, respect yourself enough to take your ass in the motherfucking house and come out and act respectable for yourself. It's not about how you feel and what you need to be getting from somebody because somebody acting like they don't want you. You took it too far. Like, that's too much. And it was unattractive, like, and thirsty. I was just like, bitch. So Joy walks into her surprise party that her cousin Trina has thrown her. So she walks in and she's in her confession. She's like, she's trying to look, I don't know, you're not somebody like, oh my God. It was so fucking fake. She was like, I would be showing more emotion in this, but I'm just so shocked. Like, it was just so, like, I just figured she did, bitch, you know. Look, bitch, I'm about to throw you in my fucking party, about to be on camera. Do it up. Give me a little something more, the extra that you would, because, yeah. I just thought that, you know, she said, dress up really, really nice, so I did. I'm just like, okay, girl, you knew the fuck that you had a birthday party, that you had a surprise birthday party. I just, it looked like she knew it. She didn't look shocked, you know. Well, she wasn't giving what I would give, and that's probably a lot, so, you know. That's probably what I was expecting. Maybe everybody just a little bit more chilling than me, so yeah, maybe that's why I thought that she already knew. But anyway, so she in her confessional, and, well, Bobby likes to her, you know, Trick is coming. She was like, who, Trick Daddy? That's the part I was telling y'all. Trick Daddy gonna be here. And I'm just like, damn, bitch, why you had to say his whole motherfucking name like that? Like, what are you feeling? Because it wasn't that serious. And she was all nervous and shit. Like, I was just like, I don't know about Joy and wanting Trick Daddy. I don't know what's that about. And so we'll see more. But yeah, I can't really call that yet. I'm not all the way believing that they don't want each other. Well, I know he still wants his wife. But I don't know if she still wants him. Yeah, that's still up in the air for me. And the fact that Josh been married for 20 years and like been separated for half of those is what Trick said. So, and you can't get a divorce. So like, yeah. So they're there and Trick is asking her, you know, hey, he tries to say hi to her. And she's just walking all fast. You know, she's in her party, she's in her zone, and you know, she's just walking all fast. She's like, oh, I'm trying to say hi to you, you know, and you just walking right past. She was like, oh, hi, Trick, you know, and she was really acting like she didn't want to be bothered. That's what it seemed like to me. And then somebody had called her. She was like, oh, I got to go. She didn't even say I got to go. She just kind of like brushed him off. It's like, oh, I like your little shirt. You know, I'm just like, that's the same shit Trina told him. I like your outfit. I'm just like, Lord, nigga. This nigga got a belly like he 9 months, y'all. At least 7 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, Trick looks like he's 7 months pregnant. I don't know if that has anything to do with the sickness. I forgot what his sickness is. I think it's sickle cell. But, yeah, I hate to make fun of him if it's something to have to do with his sickness. But his stomach is, like, protruding. It's really, really big. And I'm just like, wow. You know, I think that it's all that good food he be cooking. And so he be eating his own food. So that's why his stomach is big. But, yeah. Anyway, so he was just like, yeah, all right. When she breasted him up, she was like, oh, I like your little shirt. So then he just was like, yeah, all right. So then he proceeds to walk off. And so Joy's boyfriend at the same time, Trick goes to this door. And at the same time, the boyfriend and Trick, like, kind of like almost bump each other. But they both move their arms, you know, so they don't bump. And I'm just like, oh, my God. How would that have turned out? So Trick all in the confessional. Yeah, we know. He know that if he really would have bumped me, then it would have been on. Like, all this bullshit. Okay, you could have said all that to him. Like, why are you, if you was gonna say something, bitch, you should say something. Like, what the fuck? So he telling Bobby, like, yeah, your man this, your man that, he better know. Like, all right, bitch. So Bobby Lights, of course, he all psyched up about it. So Joy is sitting there talking to her man. Okay, honey. His name is David. He alright. I mean, he ain't no looking at me, you know what I'm saying? But he alright. He looked real good with that Balenciaga bag. That's all I know, girl. Okay, honey. She was like, he held the bag up. She was like, oh, that's for me. I was like, yes, yes, yes. I was saying a little bit because I wanted to see it. I wanted to see what was in the bag. Like, it said Balenciaga. I wanted to see the bag. Like, what color it was. Like, what was the shape. Like, I just wanted to see it, you know. Because I tried to get a Balenciaga shirt, girl. I said, son, I want a Balenciaga shirt because my son be buying me little shit. You know what I'm saying? Labels. He in the labels like how I used to be. You know what I mean? So he'll buy me little shit every now and then. Girl, that nigga looked at me. He was like, mommy, a Balenciaga shirt costs like $600-700. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. He wasn't like, oh, yeah, mommy, I got you. Like, no, he was just like, look, no, bitch. Okay, honey. I said, ooh, okay. But yeah, I was excited to see what was in the bag, but she ain't even show it, bitch. I was like, damn. Like, I was trying to be nosy, girl. Okay, and tell my folks what type of bag it was. Girl. But anyway, he looked good because he had died, you know. But other than that, he ain't look like nothing to me. He just looked like a nigga, you know. And so they proceed to talk. They go sit down and talk. And the whole time I was like, she looked real nervous. I was like, damn, for real? So I looked, and she did look kind of like nervous. And I don't know if it's because Trick was there, because that's what my husband was saying. But it could have been the fact that they were about to get into it. And it could have been the fact that Bobby Lights was standing there slicing the whole fucking shit up. Like, oh my God, Trick is really hitting my head, man. He really, really mad. Like, bitch, if you don't calm the fuck down and stop being a hot ass baby. He was just like, you could tell he was doing some reality shit. Oh my God, Trick is so mad. Oh my God. And I'm just like, oh my God. So Bobby brings up the fact that Joy is still married, you know, to David. And I'm just like, what? Did you really bring that up to David just now? I'm sure he already knows that. Like, that was just like really like messy, tacky, and just like thirsty, you know, just thirsty to try to get something going. And you could tell that obviously he don't know this nigga David, because David was so motherfucking cool. Like, this bitch ain't even say nothing. You wouldn't even thought that Bobby was dead. Like, Joy was like, it was nothing. Like, it was nothing for him. He was just sitting there chilling, like, he ain't give a fuck. Like, he didn't look like he had an attitude like I just looked, but he was just looking like he was like, had a shield over him and nothing could fuck with him. You know what I mean? So yeah, Joy was like, you know, yeah, he know, you know, he knows that, but David also knows that I'm for him, you know, and that I'm going to get that settled, you know, the divorce and everything. So, and she just seemed real secure in what she was like saying to him, and that, yeah, this is what it is. And my man knows exactly what's going on. So Bobby wasn't shaking nothing about that, and he was just like doing it for TV at that point. So Amada is asking her father, you know, his side of the story. And I don't really want to get into all of it because it's just a lot of mess, you know. But at the end of the day, the father was basically saying that he left for Puerto Rico. He went to Puerto Rico to work. And when he went there, Amada's mother ended up cheating, you know, and she got another man. And so he decided to just go ahead and find somebody else too. And Amada was like, well, you know, if that was the case, what about me? And he was like, well, basically, and he told the fucking truth. And I was like, that's real trifling. He was like, well, the relationship was over. Okay, girl, so are you serious? So just because the relationship is over between you and my mother, I don't exist? Y'all, it's some cruddy motherfuckers out here. Like, and I really think that's what people think. I think that's what people think. Look, we don't fuck with each other no more. That's over. Like, okay, girl. Like, that's just really, really trifling. And I really don't know, you know, where a person's heart is when they treat a child like this. But it's beyond me. I can't understand it. And yeah, y'all, moving on. So later on in the show, Amada's talking to her mother outside on the porch. And she just basically telling her mother, look, he said that, you know, he left for Puerto Rico to get a job, you know, and get everything together. And you ended up cheating on him. And then that's when he, you know, went on and got another woman because, you know, you was already doing, you know, your thing. And that's why he didn't take care of me and he wasn't there. And the mother was like, what? But he not going to say that to my face. Like, so where is he? Let's go where he is. He's not going to say this to my face. So let's go where he is, you know, so he can say this to my face, because he would just not, you could tell the bitch was like, okay, is he fucking serious? You know, then on top of that, I'm thinking to myself too, is he fucking serious? Like, how dare you? First of all, little girls take their mothers really, really serious, and we look up to them. So to know that your mother cheated on your father, and that's the reason why you didn't even have a father, you know, in your life, you don't put that on your child's mother. Like, you don't want your child's mother to be looking like that to your daughter. You already fucking her up because you wasn't there. Then you're going to try to turn around and discredit the mother on who she is altogether. Like, that's really credit and fucked up. And I was just like, you know what? I can't even wait until this conversation takes place. Like, at first I was like, oh God, here we go again. Another mother and father. You wasn't there. Where was you? I don't know. Nobody loved me. All this shit. But then when I saw it, the mother was like, nah, come on, let's go holler at him, basically. I was like, okay, let's go. Girl, they got in that damn kitchen, and her house is really, really nice. She takes care of both her parents. It's really, really nice. And so they in the kitchen, okay? And she like, yeah, daddy said that this and this, you know what I told you. And then the mother was like, what? You know, no, tell the truth, liar, tell the truth. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm crying laughing because she's like straight current. She started calling him all types of names, telling him, you know, he was like, no, you did cheat, you was talking to somebody. She was like, yeah, after a year when you didn't even call and say anything and you didn't even send us no money or nothing, that's when I had a man. He was like, yeah, because he answered the phone. She was like, yeah, a year ago. So they got into it. She jumped up. She was trying to hit him. She called him some type of pig and all this other stuff. He called her a name. Like, they were really going at it. And then Ahmad just like, look, we need to figure this out. And I need some clarity because I just need y'all to know there were times in my life that men did stuff to me because I didn't have a father. Like, she was really about to be like letting us in on a lot of stuff. And I think that's going to happen the next episode. But she was just saying a lot of stuff like this hurting her. Okay, so y'all, that is all for this video. Okay, y'all, if you made it to the end, thank you, boo. Okay, it was really long. Okay, I know it was, but I had a lot to say. Okay, so y'all, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share this video. Okay, and y'all, make sure y'all hit like so that YouTube can keep suggesting my videos. Okay, so I will see you guys later and next time. Okay, bye.